Welcome to the Teta podcast episode 24 with your boy Big Manjora.
This is your guy Fidel, the phenomenal Fidel.
Black Ghana mkuu official killer handle.
Imekuwa football week nyingine ya football, imekuwa full of football drama.
Sure.
From the Europa League final to Athens title race huku back home huku kina Gor Mahia kina Kenya Police ambao wanakimbizana mbio hapo, but tutaongelelea tukiendelea.
Sure.
So we are starting with congratulating Tottenham Hotspur for their win against Manchester United katika Europa League final. It's something that we should congratulate, even though ni London rivals were Arsenal, but for us here, our rivals are the people next to us, people that we see.
Not people paka upande ndege. Imaginary rivals.
Sababu it's the London people ambao wako na hiyo rivalry and whatever, but for us here in Africa, our rivalry was it today leo naangusha man.
Hakuna vile mnaweza hata ile dampa na dampest iende hivyo.
I blame
You blame Ruto.
No, I don't blame Ruto. I blame my parents for taking me to school in Muranga. I have the effects. Sasa kusomea kwa Muranga.
Eri ulisoma Muranga.
We want to start with our honest opinion about the match. For me, I feel like the match was quite boring in terms of the tactical aspect of the game. Sababu ukiangalia after Manchester United they conceded the goal, Tottenham, which many people wanaweza argue kuwa it was a tactical masterclass in terms of defensive wise, from Tottenham kwenda kucheza hiyo low block. But as a football fan, when you unataka kuenjoy game na unataka kuwa there for the game to enjoy the moments, kwa sababu these are the moments that we enjoy when you see the goals.
Those are the moments we pay for.
Ukiona hizo mabao, ukiona something nice in the football yenyewe. So in terms of tactical wise, kuenjoy
tactical approach,
every team, I feel for them they felt like waliweza deliver everything. Jupia Manchester United inaweza argue they tried to
break the line,
the low block, but ilishindikana. Na Tottenham at the end of the day they got their win and they were crowned the champions.
Sure. Congratulations to Tottenham Hotspur. Commiserations to Manchester United. As an Arsenal fan, we lost both ways yesterday. We lost both ways. When Manchester United, if Manchester United would have won, we would have been finished. If Tottenham, now that Tottenham won, we are completely finished. So either way, we lost yesterday.
You lost.
But as a Kenyan Arsenal fan, I won. We ate good. Tulikula vizuri. Ilikuwa sherehe kubwa sana. The overall game, it wasn't such an entertaining game. It wasn't such a nice final, but Tottenham found a way to win. Tottenham found a way to hold their win. They found a way to prevent Manchester United from scoring, and basically that's football. So you have to find a way to win. Tottenham found a way to win. Manchester United would have found a way to beat the low block. You need players who can help you beat the low block defensive system.
To our fellow Manchester United,
not fellow, he's alone.
Oh, he's alone.
I can see.
But before we talk about Mokua, I want to send this to Omolo 254.
Omolo rudi online.
Brother,
you cannot ignore messages.
The last time we text kwa group bro, ilikuwa ni before Boniface
abducted. Ba kijana hata amerudi nyumbani.
Wajua Chris alitext kitu alitext ya mwisho kwa group. Alisema ati na nilikuwa nimemwona amengisha baridi tayari kama unakumbuka. Alisema the way I'm seeing things, the way I'm going, people are getting trophies. Ni kitambo washinde vikombe.
Kwa hivyo unasema
alijua mapema. Okay. Lakini
alirealize
ukiona Newcastle amebeba alafu uje uone Crystal Palace amebeba
bas lazima
mbona Arsenal ambebi nyinyi.
Wewe relax. Our season will be special.
Mbona nyinyi ambebi na watu wa 90s wanabeba.
Nani alicheza jana?
Sijakataa.
Tottenham na
mbona nyinyi amcheza mlikuwa wapi?
The time tutalipa.
We always win in our 10th season.
Season 40 welcome back season 40.
The moment tutawin trophy yetu itakuwa special. Wajua hivyo itakuwa something special.
And by the kuna msee alisema msee wa Manu pia, I don't know kama watu wa Manu waliona hii kitu kwa mbali yenye sisi hatu kuona. Walisema there's a guy who said ya kwamba last season Leverkusen were unbeaten in the Europa League.
I saw that one by the way.
Until the final game. Na that final game walinyeshewa bao 3. Sijui kama mliona hii kitu sisi hatu kuona.
It was written hapo kwa mawingu.
Anyway, we thank God we ate good.
So by the what was your opinion about the game?
My honest opinion about the game yesterday. This goes to okay, before I continue. Congratulations to Tottenham. Thank you for putting the low block. You find the way to win the game. That was good of you. But I'm just worried and I wonder.
You see?
I'm worried and I wonder how the unashamed Arsenal fans.
No, we are talking about Tottenham.
Arsenal lives
I gave you time to speak.
Oh, no, we are talking about tactical wise the game.
Relax. No, I gave you time to speak your opinions.
No, that is
so
the
just
problem.
leave it.
That is the problem. Instead of finding a way to beat low block, you are blaming Arsenal.
No. I'm not blaming you. Actually, I gave you time. You speak your mind. Now just leave me speak my mind.
In terms of low block,
relax.
Okay, so we're talking just script bus.
No,
producer.
No, the unashamed Arsenal fans are here congratulating the immediate rivals. Lifting something they couldn't in 139 years.
3 seasons.
139 years.
For the past 3 seasons, you have been supporting Manchester City
to win the trophy.
Today you are lecturing us about rivalry.
Guys,
in the season 3 seasons, bro. Una support Manchester City kubeba trophy.
Na msupport amebeba kitu nimebeba. Amebeba kitu nimebeba.
Even the season they said afadhali Liverpool afikishe 20 league.
That's why do you know what I'm telling you? The problem you don't want to understand.
You have no shame.
Yo, me I support somebody mwenye kitu nimebeba. Wewe una support ujai kibeba. You can't even relate.
That is not a formula. That is not a formula.
Premier nimebeba. Premier sijabeba ama sijabeba.
Sasa nikuulize, unajua now let us be logical, eh?
Yeah.
You are supporting mtu mwenye amebeba kitu umebeba. So in fact umsupport aendelee kubeba avunje rekodi yako akienda. What is so good about that?
Because we will be here next season, you will be supporting Liverpool.
The only thing I want, the only thing that I'm happy with is that Arsenal will not lift win trophy anytime soon from now. 139 years and still counting.
So you are smarter than Sky Sports.
No, I'm comfortable with that one. In 139 years and still counting.
Wewe na nani? Wewe na
hiyo ni yenyu na Sky Sport. Mimi nimekuuliza vizuri hapa Gidi. Niambie mlicheza na timu gani finali?
Wewe uko na simu kubwa, uangalie.
Mbona mtaki kuniambia mlicheza wapi? People are here saying the night in Barcelona, the night in Munich, the night in Manchester, the night is somewhere. Nyinyi hata mnasema nini?
The fact that you don't know doesn't mean it didn't happen, eh? As Arsenal fans, you know.
You know what? Just tell the fans.
Unajua,
tell your fellow fans wakuwa na kitu ya kuargue na.
Football fans have got a very limited knowledge of football. They think that only Europa Europa League and Champions League, those are the only European trophies. There are 2 trophies that Arsenal has won that as a Manchester United fan you do not want to accept. But your football agents accept. Sky Sports and the internet recognizes.
I just want to tell you fellow fans wakuwe na kitu wanaargue nayo anazaambia mtu.
We have a podcast for Arsenal fans. We will tell them.
Okay. Let me continue about the match yesterday. My honest opinion about that game yesterday ilikuwa boring, tuseme tu ukweli.
Very.
Actually Tottenham made it more boring. Kuweka low block hawataki mpira hiyo kitu haikunibamba. Hata wangekuja actually wange attack na vile Manu alikuwa na tense nini wangepata bao ya pili.
Their nini offensive players ni huyo Madison was out
injured. The creative player the most Kulusevski
mwenyewe anawa drive kwenda mbele most of the time. He was a part of the game.
Brian Johnson
with who
akona form
with Johnson
Richarlison Solanke
Johnson alifunga.
Unakuambia mbona ninakuambia sasa kwa au unajaribu kusema ati
tuko kwa set.
Nani anapigia simu mwambie bwana
tuko kwa set one of our sponsors tuko kwa set.
Okay very good.
Okay.
Very good. So my honest opinion like Tottenham made more boring than I expected. Mimi nilikuwa na expect game kama ya Inter na Barcelona semi final. Wale nani walifanyika kwa tu more boring.
Mimi hapo kwa boring part wacha turudi nyuma kidogo. Finya ile chiki. Sasa on one of your social media platforms yesterday you said you are rooting for Manchester United.
Yeah.
For how long did you support Manchester United yesterday?
For 42 minutes.
How did you feel? Tell us your experience for the 42 minutes you supported Manchester United.
It was really tough being a Manchester United fan.
So
it was really tough.
There's no way you are saying Liverpool made the game boring.
Tottenham.
Tottenham made the game boring. Tottenham and Manchester United played nothing.
From the first
bro, watching it hata stats za nini zitakuambia.
Bro, by the unajua kitu serious bro. By the time first half inaisha, these guys walikuwa na over 200 passes na Tottenham walikuwa na below 100 passes.
Walianzia wapi? Yani hiyo block ilianza before hata game.
Tottenham alifunga.
So ndio tulikuwa tunasema
na jamaa with all his 200 passes.
Like game plan ya Tottenham iliwork. A friend of mine was telling me, "Hey, I have supported Manchester United for 50 seconds and I am tired."
Bro, the moment ball ilifungwa nilikuwa like na Tottenham wacha ishinde sasa.
But I have a feeling kama Manu angekombo ile bao hata kama ni dakika 90 plus. Kama Manu angekombo ile bao angewin. The tactical approach of the game.
Manu was very good at some point again. Vicario was very good, very much. Vicario all in clearance. And last minute save ya Vicario ile show. Like they were good in general.
Tactically, I think me I didn't see any tactics. Okay, other than the low block one for the Tottenham, and that came. I think that is what Tottenham intended to play. Like you were saying, their two most creative players were not there. Madison and Kulusevski. Bagwell also was not there. He's also an offensive midfielder. Son was in the bench. Ange opted to play two number 9s, Richarlison and Solanke. So I don't know if his intention was to win. I don't know what his intention was. I
feel going with
Solanke and Richarlison.
Richarlison kwanza kwa game. It was more of controlling Ahmad.
Okay. And bringing chaos, I think.
And bringing chaos.
Yeah.
Kwa sababu every Manchester United fans by the time first half inaisha they were rattled by Richarlison. Kwa sababu he was everywhere. Alikuwa na cause two unnecessary fouls, anaenda chini haraka. So like it was
he was there to slow the game, bring chaos.
Another thing, the guys walikuja pale walikuja na mentality kama hii game hatutapata bao, tuna defend tuende penalty.
Sure.
Like that's what my opinion,
because they know Vicario is a good goalkeeper.
Yeah. Walikuwa wamesema tukuje hapa defend game kutoka mimi
hata angalia walifunga in fact intention ya Johnson ilikuwa ni peleka mpira hivi. I think ni hiyo touch ile
show ndiye aliregesha ndani.
But manze unaona
okay, kuna kitu hamkuona, like kitu hamkuona, ile ball pale ilikuwa inaenda mtu ali nini sema reflection ana ndio ilikuwa iko ball, lakini lakini sasa hiyo ball alikuwa amefuata ball ushondi akairegesha the wrong.
Do you know the last time you guys won kwa Europa League final? It was against Onana.
I saw that one. Ajax. Yeah. Now before to relay, judging from the game, from your run this season in terms of Europa League, na hadi mkafika finali, do you feel like you guys need a new goalkeeper? A new goalkeeper, definitely.
Do you need a new goalkeeper as a competition for Onana or a first choice goalkeeper?
A competition for Onana.
So Onana should remain the first choice goalkeeper.
No, not like the first choice team. Like akuwetu na competitor mbali na ule Baindir.
Baindir naye. Baindir naye is an employee of Onana.
Okay, you guys always said, oh, we want Baindir the ball. Mukawekewa akafungwa and you still
since we are done with the tactical side of the game, I want us to talk about
the lineups.
Not about the lineup. I want us to talk about Amorim. His season so far, his performance for the season. Before we will talk about Tottenham later, because I feel the bigger fish to fry in this episode. It's all about
Amorim. Amorim said this in yesterday's press conference that he will change nothing, and I don't think that is a sentiment that should be coming from a team that needs progress. Because if you tell us you will change nothing, what are you trying to mean? That you're going to play with the same players, that you're going to play with the same formation, that you're going to play with the same tactics. Labda mindio sikuelewa. Okay, maybe for the players he will change the players, but you see at times when the tactics are not working, you try and change.
Zidane told you if you change your tactics you fail terribly.
No. But okay, by the way, let me digress a little bit kidogo tu. What won us the game against Newcastle 1-0 was tactic. They changed the tactic. Because if you go and analyze that game, Livramento had a lot of option. Paka alikuwa anakuja anaingia midfield, anapatia kina Tonali option ya kusonga mbele. So second half iliporudi Teta akakata hiyo. So at times your tactics have to change. Your tactics have to evolve. Another thing I was saying, so when you say you're not going to change, so you're going to continue playing Bruno as a playing midfielder. I think no.
You know what? See games zote Bruno wants kama deep nini.
Okay, so when Amorim said he's not going to
actually
change.
Ni game kama ni game za kuhesabu ule msema amesema kama deep a deep midfielder. Ni za kuhesabu.
Talking about Bruno
juu ule Bruno huwa anacheza either na Garnacho ama zina Ahmad mmoja wao kule mbele. Alafu anapata Ugarte na
Amorim so far matches amekuwa kishinda. Most of the matches zimekuwa individual brilliance.
Sure.
Na ukiangalia in whatever was happening kwa hiyo game ya jana, Ahmad tried his best to bring out the individual performance.
At least kubeba team.
Yeah, I'll try everything. Hadi kuna options where Ahmad alikuwa na chance ya kupatiana a pass, kucut back, but he was more over I need to score a goal.
Yeah.
So whatever you guys have been depending a lot on the individual brilliance of a player,
players, yes.
And at some point kwa game ya jana you guys needed a teamwork in terms of players working together to bring something pale kwa box na kuweza kuget a goal. Ndio tukiongelea Amorim pia I feel Amorim it demand a lot for Amorim to succeed upon him.
Sure.
Alikwambia
hapo Manchester United.
jana
Juu ukiangalia without nilikuwa na jana hadi kuna msee alifanya a trade ya Amorim in Sporting na ulikuwa unaangalia most of the games Amorim is not ukiangalia Sporting the game walikuwa wanacheza is not more of a controlling type of game. Si kocha wa control game vile sana, is more of a passes twende 1 2 3 let's go to
try and look for a goal.
Walikuwa wanaenda kwa nani Victor Gyökeres 1 2 3
Victor Gyökeres
anapata hizo runs. So you guys I feel if Amorim ata succeed pale, he needs those type of player wenye wanaweza cheza that fast football in terms of from moving transitioning from the
defensive to the offensive.
So it will need a lot to make sure Amorim ata succeed hapo, na hiyo inamaanisha it will need investment from the board.
Yeah, sure.
Now ukiangalia in terms of the way things zinakuwa run sai pale Manchester United, kuna a lot of budget cut.
Kweli.
There was someone alikuwa alipiga banta ya nani the owner no the Ratcliffe
majority shareholder.
He was like he was happy hata toa pesa ya bus parade and whatever. So
you see this performance has put Manchester United in a very bad place.
Very.
Because right now, from the contract they have with Adidas, since they did not qualify for European football, they have to pay Adidas 10 million yearly. 10 million yearly until the day they will qualify again. So and then another thing, if some people have even begun talking about Cunha, because what was attracting Cunha more to Manchester United was a European football. Right now,
they are not playing.
They're not there. So you remember that time Arsenal was not playing in Europe, and what every player was saying, we want a team that plays. So the aspect of playing European football also attracts players.
It will affect their summer plans.
Yeah, sure.
So I feel they had some players quality or maybe
that they wanted.
They wanted that ukiangalia a player like Osimhen, it will
Victor.
be so difficult
by the way,
to let Osimhen.
But it's almost difficult to bring Victor Osimhen
if they pull that move itakuwa something else, but for pulling hadi unaona walikuwa wanasema for a player like Victor
Gyökeres,
it's sahi imekuwa almost impossible.
Sure.
Even though the coach is a former coach wake kule Sporting, it will be very impossible.
Right now you have to convince a player that this is the project, and they have to be convinced.
Manchester is a big name.
Jana nilisema this guy
Manchester is a big name.
You see what Moko has said. It is very true. Manchester United is a very big club. So people come with the notion of playing for a big club,
Definitely.
not intending to play the actual football.
Yeah.
You see, that is the problem.
That's the only
problem. By the time so people don't sign
actually,
for Manchester United because they want to.
There's a quote I saw it today when I was X there.
Mm-hmm.
I started quoting that the Harambee Stars coach, how do you call him? Makat. He spoke by the way about the Manchester United players someday, not yesterday, but the quote imeapia leo hapa kwa nini kwa one of the fans I think. Alisemanga Manchester United people wanakuja pale kuchezea wamekuja juu ya jina, watu hajitumi na pride na money. Like mtu akifika pale anasema mimi nishafika, yani bora tu nimeandikwa nilichezea Manchester United, well and good. That's the problem.
So you see that is also another problem.
It happened with Alexis Sanchez ukiangalia the kind of
they just want ile kwamba I played for Manchester United. What did you contribute towards Manchester United?
There's one player
success?
I usually love about who played for Manchester United.
I hope he's not a man because you've said you love.
Yo, why are you complicating things? But hata au jamaa alikuwa haelewi shit.
Okay. Which Manchester United player do you love?
The name is so hard bwana. Na sijui nitaisema aje. Huyu jamaa Sebastian. Nimepata Sebastian. Sebastian always he played for
the badge.
Bayern Munich. He played for Bayern Munich. But Bayern Munich, I think Real. Yeah. I think he played for Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Umse alichezea hizo club lakini huwa anapenda Man U kwa Unaona jana alikuwa yo Twitter hapa chini like he's always supporting Manchester United. Though alizapo juni 1 year ama 2 years.
But there are some players ambao they are playing for like Oli Watkins he's playing for Aston Villa because of that's where he's been employed. But he's a big Arsenal, he's a boyhood Arsenal fan. So you cannot take that away from him.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So with Amorim coming next season, the new season, inataka tuanze na Mokua kwa sababu he's a Manchester United fan. What do you really expect from Amorim starting from kwanza sasa after the match yesterday to next season?
Amorim alikwambia yesterday kwa press yake alisema if you think of the management and the fans think I'm not the right man for the job, then I will pack my things and leave tomorrow. If they think, hiyo ni kitu alikwambia jana. So mimi sina ruhusa yote ya kuongelelea kitu yote.
If Amorim,
as a fan, you have expectations about next season.
I will not say I'm not that type of football fan when I'm more of like one season uja perform uende. I'm more of like give patia coach time. Sindio?
Sure.
So wewe kama fan wa Manchester United, what are your expectations of Amorim?
By the end of the season akuwa ametuweka anywhere kwa European football yoyote.
Will be
either conference Europe ama Champions
League. Ni Manchester United fans na hii ni something Mokua na Chris Omolo 254 wamesema sana hapa. Will you be still of the same opinion as long as umewin Carabao at the end of the season, umewin FA and we are position 10, it's okay, position 8 is okay. Are you guys still of the same opinion?
Like okay,
nyinyi mmemaliza position 10 na mmewin Carabao, you guys are a better team than team imaliza position 3 2 4. Are you guys still of the same opinion?
You know, kuna kitu moja unafaa kuelewa, it depend na performance ya season, how good you are.
Ndio nasema ndio
nakuambia how good you are. Time ni kama tukibeba Carabao ama FA tutakuwa comfortable about that one.
So this season you guys mnamaliza position 17 ama 16. If mngebeba hii Europa, you guys mngekuwa mmeridhika
na hii season. Definitely, because tulikuwa so bad.
Si wewe bado ndo unasema ina depend na season venye umeperform.
Ndio nakwambia ina depend. Ndio nakwambia ita depend na vile general performance ya season yako. Season yenye mmefanya, utafeel aje hiyo season uliperform aje, kama EPL umekuwa vizuri ama umekuwa vizuri ukakuwa unlucky, ama ulikuwa vibaya na ukajikubali ulikuwa vibaya. Na ama ukakuwa vizuri na ukakuwa lucky, ukakuwa vibaya na ukakuwa lucky.
As you transition
depending on that one.
My expectations for Manchester United is that I don't have
number 20 relegation.
I don't have high expectations from Manchester United under Ruben Amorim. Why? Number one, I do not expect Manchester United to spend heavily this summer.
Yeah.
I don't expect them to spend 300 million on players. That one I do not expect. There are players who are going to leave that club. Number two. Number three, Manchester United, Amorim has won what? Amorim, has he even won 10 games or even 8? I think the last game Manchester United won ilikuwa Feb. So like me si expect ati Manchester United atoke number 16 up to maybe number 4, number 5. It's not realistic. Una get?
So Chelsea alitoka
I expect Chelsea was number 10, number 7, number 8 or what?
Alitoka wapi mpaka akafika
huko? Na sasa bado anapigania hiyo hii season nikisha na bado anapigania anaweza kuwa number 7 na yuko mbali na hapo. What I'm trying to say is like utoke number 17 number 17 mpaka number 4 ama nini. And I want to tell you for a fact that won't be progress because there is a curve, kuna curve. So I really don't expect too much. I don't expect Manchester United to spend heavily na pia performance here. However, at least I expect to see something. Why? Yes, we banter Manchester United and everything, but you cannot mention top 6, big 6 clubs without mentioning Manchester United.
Yeah.
So whether Manchester United plays in the Championship or in the Premier League, they are stated as one of the biggest teams in England. Still stays and so because that status is there is also expectation. Una get
so, hiyo unasema ati uwezi expect akuje kutoka namba 17 mpaka ashuke hapo chini. Is a good example. Forest wamefight vibaya sana. Unaona pale wako sahi hata kama hawajaenda hawaja kuingia top 4.
Kuna hiyo curve unaiona Forest from the season walikuja which season? Wako na 3 season yao.
I think this is their third one.
Walibadilisha coach.
Ndio nasema angalia the curve.
Ule nani aliwatu namba 18.
But I've said something about a growth pattern, a growth curve. So waliruka saizi wako wapi? They are still fighting. Okay, their position is not that bad. Look at Girona. Girona finished, was it number 3 or number 2? Right now, where are they? What do I mean by progress?
League.
What do I mean by progress? Teta finished number 8 mara ngapi?
Billy.
Okay, achana na hiyo. Ten Hag alimaliza number 2. Kutoka hapo ni Ten Hag ama nani? Alimaliza number 2 ama ni Ole Gunnar number 2. Kutoka hapo akaenda tena. Like that pattern is not even visible.
Alimaliza 3 2 3.
Nasema nani tena alimaliza 3 alafu akaenda nyuma.
No. That is not progress.
So as we want to kumaliza this conversation ya Manchester United and whatever so that we can move on to Tottenham. Bruno Fernandes, the best captain in the world. I'm proud. Manchester United world. I'm proud. Kuna time pia mimi nitatumia jina Ghost kwa Bruno kwa game. That nigga ghosted the game, man.
I just wonder which game were you watching. Like Umsevila amefight. Maziani alikuwa kila pahali.
Hata Odegaard fight na afanyangi kitu ya maana mnaitanga ameghost.
Wajua
kughost ni kughost.
Mimi hata nashangaa.
Aku create big chances. So nini alifanya?
Tulikuwa na big chances ngapi?
Zilicreate na Bruno.
Zilikuwa na big chances ngapi?
Zilicreate na Bruno.
Kuna big chances ngapi?
Zilicreate na Bruno.
Relax. Hizo passes za final third.
So what hizo chances zilifanya nini?
Ndio nakwambia sasa. The guy was just unlucky.
So
that is the same thing Odegaard does.
Odegaard
and then people don't score, people don't assist, and then you say nigga has ghosted.
So the same thing for Bruno. Bruno ghosted the match yesterday.
Bro,
Bruno was mourning.
Odegaard went from doing a Feb ama Nilini without scoring a goal.
But I may assist.
Without score alienda runs juu ya ngapi?
6 matches za Odegaard akona assist ngapi?
The last 6 matches.
Angalia 6 matches. Talk about Bruno akiangalia the last 6 matches za Odegaard.
Ukitaka kukosana na maplayer wa Man U. Taja Bruno na Ahmad na Maguire saizi. Mtaelewana.
Hakuna kutoelewana. Mimi nashangaa mnawatch game na hate.
But that's the fact.
Mnawatch game na hate.
Watch game ya Man U na upendo.
Sasa ndio maana nakwambia umewatch na hate, ndio maana ukuona whatever. Mimi hata si mimi peke yangu nasemanga hiyo shit. Unajua nyinyi ndio nimesikia. Actually nyinyi watu nimesikia wa kwanza. Ukisema story za Bruno.
Kuonyesha waliongelea Bruno jana.
Nyinyi watu nimesikia.
Manchester United
watu nisikia.
The expectation that was there yesterday is that Bruno will carry the team. Hiyo ndio expectation ilikuwa hapo hiyo jana. But because it didn't happen, by the yesterday everyone was looking at Bruno and Ahmad. Hao ndio watu wale walikuwa wanaangaliwa washinde. Do you know who was behind all free kicks yesterday? Bruno. I think if I'm not wrong,
Sure.
Shaw alipiga nyingi kuliko nani?
Shaw alipiga free kick
karibu na goal.
Unaona hizi free kicks zote zilikuwa on the left side. Zote zilikuwa zinataka kuja hivi. Zilikuwa za Shaw. Bruno alikuwa yapiga za juu kushuka.
What I'm trying to saying is people expected Bruno kubeba team. Since hakubeba team, the expectation is that Bruno failed.
This is a Manchester United fan and I quote Saddam Kenya say Bruno really turned into Odegaard during the most important match of his career.
Well, okay, hiyo ni opinion ya mtu. Opinion ya Skofu ni kwamba Bruno alishine game ya jana.
Sikusema alishine lakini Bruno was tried his best. Alifanya kitu alikuwa anafaa kufanya.
Si ndio?
Yeye kitu alikuwa anafaa kufanya.
Na hiyo ndio kitu nilikuwa naambia msaidia. Bao Tottenham ilianzia wapi? Si ni Bruno?
Bruno ndo alimisplace pass yake alafu
ikachukuliwa na hapo ndio kizaza ilianza.
Hapo ndo kufungwa. Who caused the goal? Bruno.
Captain Magnifico.
Ni
Bruno.
No, you were shaking yesterday. Ungeona
Bruno ndo alikozia bao. Bruno alipewa pasi vizuri. Akajifanya anataka kukimbia mbele na kuna msea kwa hapo anaweza potea pasi. Ikachukuliwa. Ikaenda ikapianwa kule kwa
Lukshaw akageuka number 9 wa Tottenham.
So bro,
the problem nilikuwa naye yesterday.
He wasn't at his best form.
Definitely alikuwa best form lakini hiyo story za
una argue tunatumia a hash word on him. The way you guys use
hash words on Odegaard. Sasa
hiyo ni kitu kila mtu anaongea hapa nje mpaka yani kila mtu
just serving you from test of your own medicine. Mnasemaga Odegaard ameghost.
Mimi tunaweza waambia sitapigana na nyinyi, mlikuwa mnawatch from the head side. From the head side.
Watching a Manchester United.
No, you just guys.
He was angry hadi anasema Bruno alikusanya stinkers zake zote zenye angeweka kwa game zote za Premier League.
Akazidisplay kwa game.
Akaziweka zote kwa game moja. Like cheki nani pia jana I tried to watch along ya the guy Goldbridge. Bro, the guy was ranting. Bruno.
By the yesterday I saw certain fan kwa uwanja. He was putting on a Tottenham jersey written Son, but inside an Arsenal jersey written Odegaard. I'll show you that pic. I think I have that.
So
pic,
we have done a lot with the Manchester United game. Let's turn our leaf to the Tottenham side. Bado unatafuta nini ya Odegaard hapo?
Endelea mbele.
So Ange alisema I always win on my second season. This guy was here the whole season laughing about your statement. I always win on my second season. Kumbe you guys were mlikuwa mnaenda kuhand Tottenham their trophy, first trophy after 17 years. Ilikuwa tu ni Manchester United wapatie trophy. Do you think that Ange aliback whatever he said?
Yeah, and like someone who said eras come to an end. One of the managers when they were coming to England, they said eras come to an end. His era came to an end even before zao wengine. So the guy said I always win something in my second year. Well, this really looks like luck because Tottenham also have not been playing some good football.
The run Europa League.
Yeah. So I think plus I've tried to look at the teams pale Europa and honestly sioni kama kulikuwa na competition.
You guys they end the podcast saying you're not going to beat Sociedad. You're not going to
have we mentioned teams that played Manles? Have we mentioned that? No.
I want to tell you first leg. Walikuwa first leg wafunge na tulikuwa kwao.
Wesi ndio alituambia hapo kwa podcast. Wesi ndio alituambia hapo kwa podcast. Hii ni Sociedad ama nani? Ile walipata 3-0 baada red card. I think boy ya kwanza
nilikuwa nishapata bao.
Wait, no, that's not my point. My point is the second leg. Si nyinyi wenyewe mlisema walipopata bao moja mlishtuka. Sio nyinyi. And you had a comfortable lead of 3 goals.
Alafu ikaishaje? Ikaishaje second leg?
You won.
I won. Na niliwin comfortably. 4.
Sasa bas 11 people kwa finali game haina first leg. What happened?
Walieka low block.
Relax. So
walieka low block.
I feel proud. Not proud. I feel proud. Nasema Son. Man, Son is a player we have always been talking about. He needs to win a trophy.
Yeah, sure.
And tumekuwa tukijiuliza when will he take the decision ya kutoka Tottenham? But tumeona patience ilipay.
At least you know right now Son can be counted as a club legend.
Yeah.
But I think Son, people will sing Son's name more than how they'll sing Luka Modric and Gareth Bale, because this guy has captained as well, in as much as Boyle ilikuwa ishafungwa kabla hajaingia, but this guy has captained them to winning.
But on the other side, naweza sema pia sijui kama mmenotice, Son said the Son used to know in terms of the way he carries his ball forward. Juu kuna chance alipatiwa ilikuwa apiane 2 pass ingine fit msia run towards the goal, but ukiangalia the way Son runs nowadays, the way Son
I think third legs and injury plus the performance, you ask yourself, what are we playing for? You see, the performance is not even motivating. What are we playing for?
And there was someone said that the miss he had last season Manchester United will go down as one of the greatest miss in the history.
Manchester United ama Manchester City?
Manchester City, yeah.
City.
So
nimepata na hiyo stats za Odegaard. Jisome
in the last 6 matches.
Jisome my fans wako huko.
Which website is this? That website has been sponsored by.
Nimekuuliza in the last 6 matches. Sijakuuliza all matches.
Mwenyewe si ndio hizo?
In the last 6 matches, angalia in the last 6 matches.
Kama zote hakuna 8. Sasa the last 6 kama zote hakuna 8.
All competition ban.
Kama zote hakuna 8.
And all competition ban.
So unasikia?
Ini Premier League mzee.
We were talking about Ange amepatia Tottenham something they didn't have for a long time, which is a trophy. We are not talking about European trophy. They were lacking trophy for a long time. 17 years without any trophy. Ilikuwa for a long time. Na him giving Tottenham that. Na bado napata there were some fun interviews nilikuwa naona jana. There were some Tottenham fans walikuwa wanasema thank you but it's time to go.
I think the relationship between the players,
the fans
and the fans, but I'm saying the players, the fans and the coach has not been very okay, because I've seen some training ground videos where the players snob him. He raises his hands to greet and the players snob him. So like relationship haijakuwa vizuri hivyo. So there have been speculations ya kwamba alikuwa ataende kabla hii game. But I honestly don't think he will stay there for long. I don't.
So let's talk about the defensive masterclass from the 2 defenders, Manze, Van de Ven and Romero. What do you think about these 2 players in terms of defensive? Nikiongelea hivi ndo tunakuja to the fact that tukiangalia this season ya Tottenham kwa run ya Premier League, they have been missing these players kucheza hiyo partnership pamoja.
Tottenham haikuanza ikiwa position yenye iko sahihi. Tottenham was trying.
Yeah.
Let me say trying. But when Van de Ven got injured, hapo ndio shida wa jamaa ilianzia. So I think hiyo kumiss Van de Ven, I think even Romero has been out for a bit. There is a time they were even playing Achigray as their main center back. Yeah. So they signed Danso also got injured. Dragusin also got injured. Like these guys were having almost the whole of Kwani. How did Akina Jed Spence start playing? Because this the players. Odoji was injured. Romero was injured. Van de Ven was injured. You see, like almost the whole backline. I think mtu hajakuwa na injury sana ni Pedro Porro. So I think Mali walianza kuumia ni Mali.
At the point wali lose pia their goalkeeper.
Vicario was doing so well.
So in terms of pia injury, na this is a statement in Teta alisema juzi and people were bashing him all around. Ndio kukatokea ile interview ya nani anaitwa nani huyu?
Nani Guardiola.
Kukatokea the interview ya not Guardiola. Who is this coach? Klopp. There was a season Klopp compare himself to Arsenal in terms of injuries. If Arsenal wangeget their same amount of injuries wao walikuwa now, they could have underperformed. Now this season Teta said something about injuries. Akasema when you lose your key players for almost 2 months, we akipona huyu mwingine anaenda, inakuwa something difficult for this for the team to perform. Now that's the same thing. As much as sometimes we are too harsh on Spurs. Spurs have been facing injuries.
But I think this season Spurs have really suffered the worst. I think of the 20 Premier League clubs, because you see, like Manchester United had a few of their players injured. But you see, Tottenham had almost like all of them. Madison has been in and out. Son has been in and out. Richarlison has been in and out. Solanke, yeah.
This guy, you called himself,
Gray.
The defensive player.
Bagval.
The one,
Bagval.
They were playing Bagval as an option to Madison.
Yeah.
They were playing Gray. They were playing Jet Spence. So, ukiangalia,
they have been hit the worst by injuries.
In their final, they were also hit with their key players missing.
The absence of Akina Madison.
So it's a team yenye may try to get wherever wherever wamefika hadi kuweza kuin Europa, and we give
credit.
We give all our credits to them. And we want to switch it over to the Premier League, and I think so. So we are switching it over to the Premier League.
Yeah, sure.
And on the Premier League, I want us
the
to
Kenyan Premier League.
Not the Kenyan Premier League.
The English one.
About the English one.
The English Premier League.
This weekend, there's going to be a battle.
Yeah.
The battle will be messy. Teams will be fighting from the first minute to the...
Aston Villa kujia points zako 3 ingie. That's what I think one of the useless games I'll be playing.
By the check, you guys hata mjafika siku za mwezi ni 40.
Haja kuja achukue points zake 3.
So Aston Villa by the no juu sasa hii kitu inaweza kuwa weird. Manchester United wanaweza shinda hiyo game.
Hatuwezi shinda. Under no circumstance.
Manchester United.
If Manchester United is playing at home, Aston Villa will win. I think if I'm not wrong, Manchester United game wameperform vizuri ndata ni za away, I think.
But check, this is the last game yenye mafans wako pale.
Who cares
now?
Bro, teams ina care.
You're the one who's caring for that.
We lost at home very important games.
Check, angalia the out.
Kama fan wa Real hawakujaza nini ajuzi. Game yao ya juzi hawakuenda.
Angalia how the game ya nini yetu ya mwisho. Ya home ya Newcastle. Angalia the win, how much the win will mean for the fans. So this is the last game of the season at home.
I don't
Manchester
think.
United.
Yes, it means a win means well for the fans.
Yeah.
But for the fans.
No, let us be practical.
Logical.
Aston Villa has a very high chance of qualifying
to the UCL
for the Champions League. So that is a very important factor.
And Chelsea, Nottingham, either of them is going home. It's going to Europa League.
So that we eat good, we
yesterday I saw Fidel was talking. Ilikuwa jana, ulikuwa unaibia nani?
Today in the morning.
Si Kevo? Ni Kevo? Niliomba cheki uchague moja. Hakuwa Kevo kwa group. Nilikuwa naambia nani pale kwa barabara ati either achague Forest ama achague Betis. Sasa kuna moja.
Aliambia Kevo pia, aliambia Kevo.
We want to eat good.
Aliambia Kevo you either choose one.
Yes, you cannot pray to God for everything.
Juu pia huyo Mungu ni wa
Mungu wa Betis. So that we eat good on Sunday, Forest to win.
Okay.
The other week, Betis win.
The God of
simple. Let me tell you,
God of small team.
Wapatie chance moja.
But they will qualify for Europa.
They will
Europa. Wao wanataka UCL.
No, utatokaje conference mpaka Champions League?
No, usiruke kitu moja.
Ule akishinda game ya Forest, yuaza UCL.
Tunasema cheza tu Europa. Qualify for the Europa.
Wacha stress mingi.
Iki
jamaa bado wanadaiwa mabao. So on Sunday,
we are sorry the cameraman, but Europa pia ni competition. And na umeona people can win easily.
Yes, easily. Imagine Tottenham winning.
So and the other game is Manchester City. They will be playing against
is it Fulham?
Yeah, Fulham. Fulham will be at home. Tough match for Manchester City.
But it's tough, eh?
I don't think
it's tough.
It's a tough
I don't think. Very uneasy win.
Okay, but hakuna kitu Fulham anapigania.
Definitely. Let me tell you.
Wako mbali sana. There's nothing they're fighting.
Bro, any aspect ya nini? Last game of the season at your home stadium.
so players wanaamua kufa gari
kufa this the last game of the season. Hakuna tikuzia injury.
So we also playing Southampton at the last game at St Mary's.
We have already qualified. Hadi Manchester City ashini hizi tutoa number 2 atatry 2 points na sisi hapo.
It's okay. We
can give Southampton a win to go relegation.
Relegation with pride. But unaona la season vile tulikuwa tunaangalia hivi tunangoja West Ham apige Man City. Sasa hivi ndio itakuwa hii weekend.
Yeah, number 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
They will be fighting.
Forest Head. Fulham Head.
Let me tell you, you can't eat 100%.
No, the other week 100%. But the other week you had a successful head watch. Barcelona, Inter Milan disqualified Barcelona. PSG
disqualified Arsenal.
PSG Arsenal, we are on our
successful. Hizo ni nyingi bwana. Unataka Chelsea afungwe, Man City afungwe.
Table stand. It is our time to eat good.
It is a time for us to settle for us to eat.
Yes, it is our turn.
We have been cooking.
We want to eat good.
We have been cooked at the same time.
We want to eat good. Right now it is our time
to celebrate. We have been cooked at the same time.
Yes.
So, the last match the English Premier League zote zinachezwa at the same time Sunday. Hiyo ndo day unaeka laptop hapa, TV pale,
simu hapa mbili.
Your bedroom TV. Unaileta sitting room hiyo day, your 2 smartphones, the iPhone
iPad,
the iPhone holder,
the iPad,
your iPhone, Samsung iPad zote you make sure
unazipanga hapo.
Make sure you are eating in the Aston Villa versus Manchester United game, Chelsea versus Nottingham, Newcastle versus the Bournemouth.
Newcastle is playing Everton.
Everton, that easy win.
It's a tough one, Pia. Everton, they have been good. Pia, we are eating.
I like the way Gideon says it's a tough game. I don't think
Newcastle is at home.
But I need Newcastle to win.
Why? You want Chelsea to play?
There's an uncle of ours there. Oh yes.
So
we'll be there.
So as we are transforming to the Kenya Premier League, Gor Mahia, they need to win all their remaining matches versus FC Leopards versus the other team, Ulinzi Stars.
They also play Kenya Police.
The last match. So they have to win their remaining matches. No drawing or whatever. Kenya Police wanahitaji from their 2 matches. They need just a win.
I, as a Shabana fan, Kenya Police, come for your 3 points. Kindly come for your 3 points.
You see?
I'm from Shabana fan.
You see, same mentality.
Come for your 3 points. So I care less, actually. I care less. The only thing I don't want God to lift the trophy again.
No, but
it's enough.
Why do you say come for your 3 points?
Yeah, definitely.
Why don't you want God to lose so that you go before God?
No. Wewe kujia tu hizo point tatu. Guru wakishindwa tutajua uko mbele.
You are to lose the game anyway. It's not like you are to win. You cannot beat Kenya Police. You cannot beat Kenya Police.
Nilimpiga. Wewe Kenya Police. Nilimpiga nyumbani. 1-0. 1-0. Tuangalie hapa. Hii season.
Beat him again.
You see, this Arsenal fans beat him again.
No, this is a Bandari fan. Beat him again. If you are a man, beat him again.
Mimi nataka niwaonyeshe, acha niwaonyeshe msemo.
Sawa, ulimpiga tujakata.
Sawa, as a man, beat him again. Show us you did not guess.
No, I don't want, because I don't want God to lift the trophy. That's the reason. Yeah? Hii hapana itakuwa
Stadio Gusi.
Okay.
Itakuwa
man, so we hope that the best team it will win. But not we are talking about the best team winning. Imekuwa time before tuongelea about our local matches. Now whatever happened on the weekend in the games. Gor Mahia versus Murang'a Seals ilileta a very
ugly
conversation in terms of what is the federation ama is the Gor Mahia club, are they not finding a solution to curb their enemy, like to caution their fans sababu whatever these guys they are causing for football, it's not fine. Whatever is happening in the football right now here in Kenya.
When you go abroad, there are fans who get jailed. There are fans who are banned for life. There are fans who are banned for a specific period of time. So I think we should introduce a system that monitors. I don't think we can fail to provide even cameras that monitor the fans during the entire game. It's just 90 minutes. After that, if there were chaos, you see right now someone says, no one will see me. No one will know it is me who did this.
But we can start by using these amateur videos. People they are recording when this violence is taking place.
But
take this
big man who is interested in pursuing them, because I don't think no one has ever thought of using the amateur footages. But I don't think anyone is so interested.
I feel like if the federation is so serious about it, they need to sanction these clubs. Not
if we have over 20 media houses in Kenya and they can't do
you cannot
plus independent journalists.
No nasema the federation sanction these teams. But na pia if your team iko sanction pia mafans waanze kubehave. I feel this time we as fans need to start behaving tukija kwa football things. We need to be disciplined. Tunakumbuka the last time Shabana they were sanctioned, they really caused uproar kwa Gusii Stadium wakasema no match is being played if they are not allowed to get into the field, into the stadium.
I remember that.
So it's a time the fans need to understand there's more to football than the 90 minutes. We need to be disciplined. Make sure we maintain peace at the stadium. Sababu hapa kuna wazae, elderly people,
the people who come to watch football with their kids.
So we need to be so keen with whatever we are doing at the stadium na kuavoid vandalizing na kuavoid kuumiza watu wengine. Sababu your team imedraw ama imewin.
We should style up.
Yeah. The other thing I feel pia ni kitu kimalizia and as we are finishing, makoches wa Kenya wanafaa wafundishwe media training sababu kuna comments watu waname, kuna comments makocha waname kuku nje. How did you even forget Luka Modric is retiring?
He's not retiring. He's leaving Real
Madrid
after the
Club World Cup.
A legend.
Honestly, I really don't expect Luka Modric to sign for another club. I don't.
Saudi?
And if he has to, maybe in a league that is less competitive.
MLS,
a league that is just less competitive. A league that, because I don't even think Luka Modric hufanya mazoezi kama ama player wengine. I think huyo mzee sasa amefika mahali saizi anafaa tu kwenda ligi yenye si competitive.
The iconic trio.
KDB,
Real, it's gone.
KDB
living
the city
last home match katika Etihad.
Eras come to
hadi alikuwa anasema alikuja wawili ametoka watano. Ametumia time yake vizuri and the money.
In 10 years umetoka watano. In 10 years.
So man, we
think about that one, my friends.
We are very grateful for everyone who has been supporting the Teta podcast from the bottom of our hearts. As we are ending and winding up
now and then often.
Msizali ati mkasema the season is winding up, we will not be here to
tutakuwa hapa
banters and football discussions and analysis. We will be here and we are planning big things for our fans so that you can
during the summer.
You can we are also going for a summer break. No, we are not going for a summer break.
No,
summer
we'll be here.
Tutakuwa tu hapa na here we go.
Yeah, we are here.
Tutakuwa Fabrizo wa Kenya.
Here we go.
We will make sure we connect you with some of the football players. There are some we have approached and we think by the time the season itakuwa inarudi we will have done greater things in the podcast. So stay tuned, subscribe, like, share, comment. Big Manjora. Peace.
For our viewers, we love you. Only for the ladies, the phenomenal Fidel.
Hao wengine wajipange.
Bye.
Picha njoo ama una save numaliza.